Hello everyone, Tyraptor 101 here. Today I'm going to do a video of Jurassic Park 1 Rexy versus Jurassic World Dominion Giga. So now let's get into this fight. Let's get into size. So size, between the two, I would say size would easily go to Giga. Because if you compare him to Rexy, when she fought him, Rexy definitely was a lot smaller, a good bit smaller than him. So I would say I doubt Jurassic Park Rexy was like a lot larger. So yeah, and if she was, if you count like the bulk, then if you're counting that, maybe she would probably be a little heavier. But still, she wouldn't be like the Giga's size and weight. So now when it comes down to strength and weapons, so when it comes down to strength, Rexy was able to easily flip over a Jeep, rip out the, rip open a fence pretty easily, able to break apart a tree while she's running, looked like a pretty big tree, able to break down trees when she was going for the Gallimimus, pick up the Gallimimus. She was strong enough to ragdoll raptors, others such like that. We see the Giga able to like push Rexy around in 2021, able to throw her, shove her around, other such like that. Now, when it comes down to weapons, Rexy really only has her jaws and maybe her legs if she can manage to kick the Giga, and maybe her tail as well, though these are both things the Giga could use as well, so not really a big advantage here. But the Giga, to equal out Rexy, does have his claws, which I guess we kind of see him use a little bit against Rexy in the prologue, and I guess we do kind of see him use these, but it's like you have to be like right up against his chest for him to use these. So yeah, those really wouldn't be too effective. Now, I say strength and weapons would go to Giga. I just feel like he was able to ragdoll Rexy in 2021. Rexy's able to ragdoll raptors and such like that, but other than that, even flipping over the Jeep just doesn't compare to ragdolling a 9-ton T-Rex, or however much Rexy weighs. I know she weighs around like 9-10 tons, I think. I think that's how much she weighs, but yeah, he was able to ragdoll Rexy's and able to, do other such like that. So what makes you think he couldn't do the same with, Rexy in 2021? So I wouldn't say Rexy is nearly as strong as the Giga in Jurassic Park, I guess in her younger and in her prime state, I guess. So when it comes down to speed and agility, Rexy was pretty fast because she was able to run after the Jeep, and she was pretty agile. She was easily able to kind of leap around and easily able to kind of corner the Gallimimus. I guess when it comes down to this, the Giga really isn't too fast nor agile. He really struggled to catch up to Claire and the rest of them when they were running. He was relatively fast, I guess, when he runs in a straight line, even though he'd rather run in a short burst. But we do see Rexy running pretty fast after the Jeep, much faster than we've ever seen the Giga run on the screen. The Giga was, when it comes down to agility, pretty agile, as he was able to outmaneuver Rexy at a good few points in their fight, though Rexy, and at one point in the fight, was able to outmaneuver him. So he isn't like extremely agile. Rexy in Jurassic Park was relatively agile. She was able to kind of spin around and, catch up to the raptors. Well, she was able to grab the raptor. It was on her back, I guess, so that's agility. No, that's probably not. But I would say speed and agility would go to Rexy, but it would be close. Now for durability. I think this easily goes to Giga, easily, because when the raptors jump on Rexy in Jurassic Park, right, and they're slashing and tearing her, they easily rip into her neck and like her kind of shoulder area, and easily, I guess it was the big one. She was like probably one of the strongest raptors in the franchise, but still, she easily you could literally see she got scarred for life by this one velociraptor. Just imagine if the two velociraptors had jumped on her. She would have been even more scarred, but she definitely probably isn't the strongest or the best in durability. Her skin is not that thick and not too resistant against scratches nor against bites. Now, the Giga was pretty durable as he was able to take a bite from Rexy to the face, some claws with Therizinosaurus and barely bled. He also took a bite to the neck from Rexy and barely bled whatsoever. So I would give him durability. It would not be close. Because sometimes I'm like, it will be close, but no, it would not be close here. So now let's get into intelligence and experience. So when it comes down to intelligence and experience, I don't think neither one of them have high levels of intelligence. I guess Rexy does have some feats of intelligence in Jurassic Park because she was smart enough to know how to outflank the Gallimimus when she was hunting them, and she was smart enough to, when Alan Grant wasn't moving, she may have not known, she knew they were there, but she maybe couldn't see them. Since she knew they were there, she started, moving things and, trying to see, or actually, trying to make sure, prove that they were there, trying to make them move by, roaring at them and other such. I guess I may be able to give her, because IQ, the Giga was able to, outsmart Rexy. Well, I guess with using battle techniques, he was able to outmaneuver her, but I guess that goes more for experience. I wouldn't say the Giga's really that bright whatsoever, because, when he meets the main cast, right, he's, looking around for them, they were just standing there. And then he roars at them, and they run. And then the Gigas, when they run behind the Jeep, is all looking around, he didn't just see them run behind the Jeep. They weren't, it's not just, 2 or 3 of them. It's all, it's what, 6, 7 of them? I would say 6, 7, but it's a lot of them. And they easily able to run behind the Jeep and hide from him until he walks around the other side of the Jeep, probably because he smells them. And I know the Giga's able to see because he's able to see Rexy lunging in for him. So I know he's not blind. So yeah, I guess IQ goes to Rexy. Now let's go into experience. So experience I would most likely give to Giga. Now hear me out here. Because Rexy, right, in Jurassic Park, this is probably her first time really being out of her cage most of her life. So once she gets through those cage, and once she gets out of that fence, everything outside the fence is new to her. So, I mean, the Giga probably has been living out in Biosan Valley for most of his life. They've seen there are lots of large creatures out there to hunt. So when it comes down to in Jurassic Park and the Giga in Jurassic World, I would say the Giga is a good bit more experienced than Rexy. I mean, Rexy probably isn't no slouch in experience, right? Because Rexy was more experienced than the Adonis Rex, with the Adonis Rex from literally mopping the floor with her. But still, experience goes to Jurassic World Dominion Giga. So now, who wins? Who would come out this fight the victor? The Giga would have, the size. He would most likely have strength as well. Maybe have experience. Rexy would be a little bit faster, and she's probably no slouch in strength. She would most likely come in with a stronger bite force as well. I would say the Giga would lose, but I say it would be a little harder for him. Just because of the sheer fact that Rex is a little bit more agile, so a lot of the Giga's techniques of fighting Rexy in Jurassic World Dominion may not work. on her, at least not as well, just because how fast she is. She'll probably be able to move around and Giga maybe dodge a few of his attacks. And I could definitely see her bites being able to like bite into the Giga. If they were able to pierce his skin, it's still questionable, but I would say they would do some good damage to, to the Giga. So who would come out victorious? I would say Jurassic World Dominion Giga comes out victorious. Probably high diff. I would say high difficulty just because of the agility factor, and the bite force will probably be the two things that will hold him back. Now, don't get me wrong here. He's definitely winning this, but he probably would struggle. Hey, I don't want no Rexy fanboys coming in comments. Rexy in her prime would destroy Giga. Maybe she could, right? Maybe she could, but in Jurassic Park alone, right? Just looking at Jurassic Park, she really does not have that many, like, feats when it comes... she fought, like, everything she fought in the movie was small. She never fought anything larger, or much larger than a human. I mean, maybe, well, actually, Gallimimus is a good bit larger, but still, she never fought anything larger than the Gallimimus. And she struggled to one-shot the Gallimimus, even. Well, I guess she wasn't really trying to. She's just trying to eat them, so, yeah. So, Jurassic World Dominion wins this battle. It wins this unless Rexy has plot armor. And if she has plot armor here, then, of course, Giga will lose. But if she doesn't have plot armor, if she did have plot armor in Jurassic Park, which she didn't, so, yeah. Jurassic World Dominion Giga wins, high difficulty. I guess 1-on-1 here, signing out, and goodbye.